In the face of formidable odds, Nigeria's military is proving that resilience and resolve can yield results. Between 2024 and 2025 alone, troops neutralized 694 terrorists, recovered 603 assault weapons, including rocket-propelled grenades, mortar bombs, and IEDs, and successfully repelled major offensives such as the Kokawa attack, where 28 insurgents were taken down and their motorcycles seized. At the front line, Theater Commander Major General Abdulsalam Abubakar disclosed that terrorists have resorted to desperate tactics, including the use of drones, planting of improvised explosive devices (IEDs), and targeted attacks on isolated communities. Hence, the media must be up and doing in their reportage.
And going forward, we'll be able to address most of the misconception that is out there in the field, especially in the age of social media hypes, fake news everywhere. If we're not careful with the way we send out news into the media space, it will turn out like as if we are the mouthpiece for the terrorists, and that is a very good way for terrorism to thrive. But I'm glad that we are almost operating on the same page now, and everybody understands what we need to do.
He, however, disclosed that 6 105mm howitzer bombs were recovered from terrorists attempting to breach the Sambisa forest, thanks to the vigilance of troops at forward operating bases in Tungushe and Malai.
The Nigerian Army Unmanned Aerial Vehicle Operation has continued to play vital role in support of ongoing operations across the theater. Since operationalization in October 2022, has carried out 1,138 intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance missions, covering a total time of 10,033 flight hours. The platform have continued to ease the acquisition of real-time intelligence, creating situation awareness for troops and necessary visibility for commander during operations.
It's a do-or-die mission, declared the acting commander at Mulai, Major Darush Yusuf.
I said we are doing our best and we are not going to relent. However, we want the media to assist in saying what they see. Come here alone is an example of what we do. A lot of social media propaganda that we listen to, but we are not moved. But we want the civil populace to assist us to pass the rightful information. That is the only way our morale can be high. Aside that, we don't need anything. I think we are self-sufficient.
Backed by intelligence from over 1,138 surveillance missions carried out by the newly established Unmanned Aerial Base Command, these victories mark a strategic shift in the fight against insurgency.
Especially when we are talking of asymmetric warfare, which is what we basically deal with here. In asymmetric warfare, the lines, the delineating lines are not properly clear. Like my friend normally used to say those days when we were in the defense college, he has this famous quote that for you to succeed in asymmetric warfare, you need to separate the water from the fish. That is the terrorists from the community. So long as you are not able to do that, then you will not make any headway. So the lines for asymmetric warfare is not properly delineated, and that is why it's always a very difficult warfare to fight. And that is why you need to regularly interface with us, which is one of the reasons why you are here today. You conduct an on-the-spot assessment, interact with our troops, and also the local populace where troops are deployed. For us, that is the only way we can build mutual trust and also cooperation.
Behind these successes lies a sovereign reality. Some of those sworn to protect Nigeria have become its saboteurs. According to the theater commander, over 186 collaborators, including 18 soldiers and 15 policemen, have been arrested since January 2025 for allegedly supplying arms and intelligence to terrorists. Among them were officers with inexplicably bloated bank accounts. One soldier had 45 million naira, while a police officer had over 135 million naira, believed to be proceeds from arms deals.
Record. But we've tried to be very open to you today. On the screen now, we're talking of the issue of armed racketeering. You can see that even some of our own have been sent to jail. So for those that are recalcitrant, that are caught, the rod is not spared. You face all the lines of operation that we need to face to carry out disciplinary action, and you are handed over to the civilian authorities for your jail term. Right now, we have over 69 people pending court-martial. Some are awaiting the confirmation of their trial. So we don't spare the rod where issues of human rights are.
This alarming disclosure came during a defense correspondent tour of military operations under Operation Hadin Kai in the Northeast, an initiative by Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa aimed at fostering transparency and public confidence. Brigadier General Muhammad Abu Mawashi, who led the major tour, emphasized the need for the public to see the true picture of military operations and appreciate the sacrifices being made on the front lines through the eyes of journalists.
What we do, the efforts of the military, but they have not seen it. They have not interacted with the troops. So he deemed it necessary for us to come down so that the correspondents could interact with the frontline formations and units to have the true picture of things on what the military is doing, so that they will have that conviction. They will have that empathy, so that they will tell the story of the efforts being put in by the military and achievements. Overall, it's about strategic communication. What we do, what we say, how we behave, and the image we create for the Nigerian military.
Major General Abubakar says this threat is no longer limited to internal betrayal. The battlefield has grown more complex with the infiltration of foreign mercenaries, including 4 arrested Pakistanis, and the increasing use of drones, IEDs, and precision strikes on vulnerable communities. Since 2004, more than 12 drone-related incidents have been recorded, prompting the military's technological pivot through the establishment of aerial surveillance units. At the Joint Investigation Center, 1,450 suspected terrorists await trial, part of a broader pool of nearly 1,900 individuals under investigation. While some will face justice, others may undergo rehabilitation or reintegration, depending on the outcomes of rigorous assessments. Despite these trials, glimmers of hope shine through. The military has overseen the resettlement of over 10,000 internally displaced persons and facilitated the construction of 500 new homes in Dawa, a testament to its commitment not just to combat, but to community rebuilding. The war on terror in Nigeria is no longer a simple battle of bullets and bombs. It is a war against treachery within. It is a war against treachery within and evolving threats from outside. But as recent victories show, the Nigerian armed forces are adapting, fighting back, and refusing to be broken no matter where the enemy hides.